Hi tappers! Today let's talk about that panic that happens when someone turns to you and says, "What's EFT? How do you explain EFT correctly?" Well, there is no one right answer. There are oodles of wrong ones. Sidetrack. Let me tell you of my first experience with EFT and why I avoided it for 10 years. My petite, quirky neighbor heard of my self-degrading behavior due to the fact that I had a fear of singing in public. I wanted to sing desperately, and I knew how to sing, but I felt choked when I felt like I could be heard. In a choir, I was fine, but if someone could single me out, not good. And I hated that I had no control over it, and I was mean to myself about it. She pulled me into her apartment one day when I was in a hurry, I was in a bad mood, but I didn't want to offend her, so I told her I had 6 minutes, and I checked my clock. She said she was going to cure my fear. My curiosity piqued a bit, and I listened. Her full explanation was, "Oh, EFT is like magic here." And she began tapping on my face hard without asking or explaining anything, and then told me to say out loud, "I love to sing in front of people," which was highly triggering for me. I was suddenly barraged with all of the memories of singing off key because my throat went tight, and then I felt that deep shame that I had every time and regret and anger at myself for continuing to try and failing. She tapped through the points twice and then said, "Oh there, now you aren't afraid of singing anymore. Isn't that wonderful?" Yeah. Now I had a trauma associated with the name of EFT, and it was tied to all of my singing traumas, which ran deep and were like an inferno. So I avoided it like the plague for a decade. So don't do that. What you do want to do is know your audience. I would never explain tapping the same way to a child as I would to a scientist or doctor. They would have me committed. You'll see what I mean in a bit. Would you like to know why that question chokes you up? It's not because you don't know the answer. It's because they've swung at you with a huge broadsword of a topic, and you are attempting to aim a dart to pinpoint the answer that they need as a proper response. That was a weird example. Instead of trying to answer them right away, ask them to clarify. What do you want to know about it? They might say, "Well, what does it do? Well, how do you do it? Why do you call it tapping? What does the tapping do? Where did it come from? Why do you like it so much?" And then if you don't know the answer, you can panic. Here are 5 examples of ways that you can explain tapping, and if you interchange the audience, I think you will see immediately the hilarity of why knowing your audience is important. I personally wouldn't interchange any of these answers for another. Number 1, a child. "This is my tappy bear. Do you notice anything different about it?" "Yes, it has all these shiny buttons on it. This is a very special bear. You see, when you tell it the feelings that you have that you don't like to have, and you touch these buttons, those feelings go into the buttons, and they travel into the bear, or they turn into love. And after you are done getting all of those feelings out that you don't want anymore, you can give her a great big hug, and she gives you back all of that love that she's made for you. Would you like to try it?" Number 2, a fragile person, or someone who can't handle a lot of information. Well, there's a lot of things I could say about it, but how would you feel about just trying it? It will take about 2 minutes. We will only focus on breathing, and I can show you what to do on your own body, or I can tap on you for you. The places for tapping are on your face, on your upper chest, the sides of your ribs, and the spot on your hands. How do you feel about that? Number 3, an academia person. EFT has been clinically tested as a viable option for releasing PTSD-related issues and phobias for the last 20 years via randomized control trials and metadata analysis studies, as well as others. It is a blend of cognitive behavioral and exposure therapies with the key ingredient of creating a piezoelectric effect at the same time to create the outcome of autonomic brain downregulation. Number 4, a complete stranger. Well, tapping is a way to reduce stress and overwhelm that a person might be currently feeling or lingering over from a past experience. This allows the body to shift out of fight or flight mode and spend a lot more time healing, so you can have all those health benefits that everyone's always chasing, as well as just being happier and enjoying life a little bit more. Number 5, a friend or peer who knows me very well, with whom I am very comfortable. Tapping? Oh, well, it's a way to complain and get what you want. It's great. Okay, I'm kidding. I mean, that is really a part of it, but in a really cool, healing way. So tell me what part you are interested in hearing about, because if you don't, reel me back in right now. I'm going to talk about it for days, maybe lifetimes, because it's that cool. So what do you want to know? I hope this gives you some good guidelines on how to and how not to go about explaining this fabulous technique that you have in your life. I'll see you again soon.